kicks off the swathing season. This is fun. I always enjoyed swathing, so happy to get started. Coming up onto one of my favorite hills on the farm. The view from here is pretty good. To an old prairie boy anyway. There's my late seeded strip. Have to swath that out separate. It's very green yet. Hope to leave it and get some kernels in there yet. Barn swallows are having a party in here. There's quite a few out flying around. I think there's going to be quite a few come out. Oh, there, the word's out. That's fun. Well, that's an interesting field to swath for sure. Not too many straight lines. So if I'm successful in finding a renter for the farm, this right here is the last of my swathing. If I don't find a renter, we'll do it all again next year. But this could be it right here. If that is it, it was pure joy swathing this. It's a very nice crop. Well, we've been here before. Sagebrush Studios. Dean Francis, the artist. But this one here, we're taking to its new home today. That's exciting. So it is 31st of August, another month down. Yeah, so we made the Medicine Hat trip yesterday. I don't know if that's good or bad, that sun. Well, it's good, it's a sunrise, but now I got the shadow going right. Go back this way. So anyway, good to see the grandkids, how they grow. I always heard grandparents say that, but wow. I went back to back with Clark, who, well, he'll soon be 14. But, I am 5'9"-ish, I think I was. Don't know that I still am, but anyway. He's right there. Probably next time we see him, he'll be taller than me. They are long, lean kids. Anyway, and stopped in on my brother and sister-in-law, who just recently moved from Empress to Medicine Hat, as retired farmers often do around here. Got a text from a young farmer who I've been talking with a little bit about renting the farm, and he is coming today to look the place over, so that's something. I'm not quite sure what to do with that. I like to farm. In my dreams I would farm till the end of time, but I got other dreams too. I want to go hiking. It's hard to do both. So anyway, has to happen at some point. And if there's a young farmer that would want to take it on, who am I to stand in his way? Huh. That's quite a tune. So I think I swathed that flax on Wednesday and Thursday. The first 60 acres. I was gonna have a go at it tomorrow, but you know, I might just have a go at it today, see where it's at. I was anxious to get on with it. Well, 1st of September, and trying out the flax. I think it's going to work out okay. It's testing 7.3% moisture. 10% or lower is considered safe for storage. Okay, so we're doing a classic farmer fix. This is, I don't want to call it a centrifugal clutch, but on the drive line of the combine, right up against the gearbox, there's a clutch that locks up to engage the drive, and when you back off the throttle or shut the PTO off, it allows the combine to freewheel to avoid putting reverse thrust on your PTO on the tractor. So there's little springs. This guy comes in and puts pressure against that dog, holds it out into the cogs, or on the other half of the clutch, outer half. These springs have broken and they're discontinued. This whole clutch assembly is discontinued. So there's the farmer fix. A piece of a little ring off of that hose. Run it down in behind there. Put a bolt in the top. I'll trim off the extra. But it might be short term, but I think it'll get the combine going. Okay, there it is. That's the clutch I was working on. And so now you turn the drive shaft backwards. You can hear those dogs firmly clicking into the cogs. And then the other way, it locks up, as it should. So I don't expect it to be a long-term fix, but hopefully we get to finish the season. Once again, solution to all problems can be found in the junkyard. Well, that down there is the last piece of swat for the year. Well, it is September 17, and I finished up the flax harvest yesterday. So I thought I was going to avoid it, but because of distractions I have, but happened anyway. I know better. Been farming since '79. I don't think I missed a year yet, but as I was walking across the field from where I finished back over to get my truck off the other field, big old wave of the melancholy set in. It's the craziest thing. You work towards that goal of finishing harvest. Pretty much takes all you have, especially for an old goat. But once you're finished, that's the problem. Then you're finished. And the last 6 months of working towards this pretty much burns up all your energy, all your time, all your thoughts, and then one day it's done. Just like that. It's time to put machinery away. So anyway, what I have learned is there's nothing you can do about it. It's just a thing you have to live through. As to those distractions, planning a hike in the mountains, Turtle Mountain to be exact, Crow's Nest Pass region, with a young fellow that grew up here. He likes to go hiking with his family. His one son wants to do Turtle Mountain again, so I invited myself along. Looking forward to that. That's on the 20th, so just a few days. So that's exciting. And then somewhere around the end of the month, we're going to be making a trip to Ontario. I think I mentioned that we bought a little new camp teardrop trailer. So that'll take up a few weeks. Looking forward to that. Hoping to do a little hiking along the way. Turn it into a journey. The other thing about that is it's about 20 minutes away from my oldest brother, who I haven't seen for too many years. So looking forward to that. So this morning it's do a bit of tidy up around the bins and stuff. I want to pull some samples out and test them, make sure the moisture and temperature is doing okay. I'm confident with the moisture. It all went in quite dry, but a lot of it went in pretty warm. So if there's bins that are too warm, I'll have to auger a truckload out and just shift things around so it can aerate a bit. And then it's into town. Get the van ready for our camping trip this weekend. So seats out and the bed in, and load up whatever we think we might need. Okay, you're gonna pull a sample out of here and see how it's doing. This bin, if I was concerned about any of them, it would be this one. There There is some green kochia in there. My sampler's not very fancy. Went to the junk pile again. This is kind of sad to convert it, but it's like an antique three-stone thing. Something came from an auction sale. So you put it in with the handle down. And then turn the handle up. And it'll bring a sample from the center. Uh-oh. There it is. Okay. And that squeezes it. And you push the go button. Wait. It's checking moisture and temperature. 7% moisture, which is great. 14.5% 100 degrees Celsius. That's good.